What's going on, family? Black Steel here from Black Steel Entertainment Radio, and this is the 38th Village Podcast, and I want to welcome all of y'all on this Saturday morning. Let's get it. Home of the independent artists. Today is Saturday morning. It's Saturday. I'm feeling good. I was tired, but right now, feeling a little high right now. I had 2 cups of coffee and a couple of donuts. For people that know me, know I don't really do the sweets too much. I love to bake, but I don't partake. But so that leads me to what I'm talking about today. It's good, but is it good for you? What's up, cuz? All the way. What's going on, cuz? But the question is, it's good, but is it good for you? We all have these things that we do, that we get involved in, that we eat, people that we deal with. The situation might feel good, but is it actually good for you? That's the question. That goes with everything: relationships, jobs, just life in general. Now, like I said, the reason why I came up with this one today, I always have about 2 cups of coffee before I even start my podcast. So that's not the situation today. Let me pull this down so y'all can be in my face a little bit more. So it's not that that's the problem that I had 2 cups of coffee. The problem is I had 2 donuts too. 2 chocolate cake donuts from this place called Dough in the Box here in Georgia. Whew, some great stuff. I think that is actually in Mableton, Georgia. We also have one in Marietta that we normally go to, but when we moved, just so happened they built another one close by. We was happy, boy. So, I don't really eat sweets too much, but this Dough in the Box, whew, I don't know where they get their donuts from. I don't know if they're Krispy Kreme cousin, but these donuts are great. And I am high. I can feel all that running through me right now. So the question is again, it may be good, but is it good for you? I know it's really not good for me. All that carbs and sweetening and all that stuff I know it's not good for me, but oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And that's how it is with a lot of things. People deal with relationships. They might be good morning. Good morning. Yes, they are the best. They deal with relationships because most of the time because they feel comfortable with it. But sometimes a lot of people stay in relationships because the sex is good and it's so good that they think that they love this person. They think that they love this person, but it don't even be love. It be that thing. It be that thing that get them hype and make them feel like they're in love. And it feels good, but is it good for you? At the end of the day, is he taking care of you, or is she taking care of you, or are they looking out for you? They got your best interests at heart. So these are the questions you should ask when it's so good that you don't know what it is. Exactly. Okay, exactly. Francis over here getting deep on us and all that. But you're right though. Everything don't go just because, like you said, just because it fits don't mean it fits in. And that's with everything. That's for everything. We put ourselves in situations where, because I like to talk from experience, so y'all could get to know me, the ones who don't know me, but at the same time, I like to speak on experience because I've been through a lot of things, and by me telling my story, I can help out. But I talked about it in a previous episode that I it was dealing with the streets and all that, being in the streets and all that, but found out that that really wasn't for me. I fit because, more of a like a chameleon. I fit in there and it looks like I'm supposed to be there, but I really didn't truly fit in within me. I didn't fit in that environment. Yes, I know how to adapt and make it look like I fit, but for the most part, that wasn't me. You know what I mean? That wasn't me. And I did a lot of things that I had no business doing. And everybody thought I fit the part. A lot of people thought I was a thug. A lot of people thought that I was this mean person and all this. I can get there, but that's not me. So I understand exactly what you're saying about something fitting, but don't mean it fits in. And that's with everything in life. And that goes with the whole topic today. Just because it's good don't mean it's good for you. I was out there making money. It wasn't a lot of money, but I was out there making money, so it felt like it was good. It felt like it was good, but I've been arrested over 10 times. Over the whole course of all of those arrests and everything like that, I've spent 4 months basically in jail, off and on, 2.5 straight, and little bits and pieces, picked up the rest. So is it really good for you? Is it really good for you? It's not good. Just because it feels good or tastes good or whatever the case is, don't necessarily mean that is good for you. And we all got to look at that when it comes to relationships too, because we look at somebody and we say, oh, they're very attractive, and we like, okay, this is somebody that I wouldn't mind being with. It could be their face, their body, whatever it is. You find them attractive, and then you go for it, or whatever the case may be. And once you got it, it still seems like it's okay because now you got it. Now you're happy and you're excited and all of this stuff. And then you see a side of that person that you like, yo, man, I really don't like that. But you still stay because them good parts. Because of those good parts. It should be more good parts than bad parts. But you stay for them good parts. And then what happens? You're not happy. That's because, yes, it may be good. These situations may be good. The sex may be good. Your situation, far as your living situation, might be good. But is this situation truly good for you? Exactly. It's you got to look at the long run, the long game. You can't just think about right now. If I continue to stay in this situation, in 5 years, how would my life be? This is with your job. This is with anything. You working somewhere and you like, okay, I like the job. The job is cool. You know what I mean? But in 5 years, will I still like it? Will I still want to be here? Will I still put my all into it in 5 years? Don't know. That's up to you to decide on what it is, but you need to look at these things. Because long term is what we all should be looking for. That instant gratification, anything instant is not good. First of all, y'all know that. I know, as far as me, you make some instant oatmeal and you make some regular oatmeal. I like the regular one better. It's more hearty, more heavy, more thick, and it do what it's supposed to do. And it don't have all that extras in it that you wouldn't normally put in there. So anything instant is not good. If anybody drink coffee, really drink coffee, you know instant is not better than when you ground them beans up yourself. When you ground them beans up yourself, it's crazy. Coffee is way better when it's not instant. Everything that Like people that put canned yams for Thanksgiving, stovetop stuffing for Thanksgiving. Are you serious? Definitely. Francis said, in saying that, we have to realize where the breakdown in us is taking place. We have to make sure we're whole and not look for the thing to fill the void. Yes, for the moment. Exactly. We have to. That instant gratification, that's like, I've run into a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, period, trying to deal with this music and everything. Everybody wants to be an instant star. I've talked to people and they like, well, listen, yo, man, I've been doing this for 5 years and this ain't never take off yet. It didn't take off yet. It didn't take off yet. And then I listen to their music and I'm like, whoa, I don't think this is going to take off. That's what I'm saying in my head. But, you ain't trying to crush nobody's dreams. But why does it ain't take off yet? Why does it? Okay, do you have any YouTube videos up with your music? No. Do you have any music recorded that's professionally recorded and put out there? No. How did you, this music that you put up on SoundCloud, how did you do that? Oh, I did that in my house through my phone. So how do you think you're going to get in a professional situation with subpar actions? You're not doing what you need to do. So is this really for you? Yes, the thought of being this big superstar sounds good. And who wouldn't want that? Well, I don't really want the recognition. I want to be part of it. I don't want to be in the spotlight. But if that's what you choose to do, you have to push for it. But everybody wants this, but it sounds good but is it really for you? Is it really for you? And that's the question. There's a lot of people out here, once they get in there, they make one hit and you never hear from them again. That's because it wasn't for them. It wasn't for them. The people that keep going and like Jay-Z, decades of music and hip hop and still going, that is for him. That is his soul. That's part of him. We all get a gift from God that we should try to push into our careers. We all got this gift. Everybody has their own gift. But these things that we chasing might not be the thing that's good for you. So you have to look for what's good for you. Exactly. Nobody wants to do the work. They just want the end game. They want the end. That's why Mega Millions and Powerball be so high at times. Because everybody is trying to get that instant gratification. Everybody's trying to get that instant money. I want to get rich right now. Excuse me. I want to be rich right now. Now, I don't knock nobody from playing it because I play it as well. I'm a play and pray and hope for the best. You know what I mean? Say dollar in a dream, dollar in a prayer, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to keep playing because hopefully it'll be my time. But when that's your whole focus on getting things the fast way, it don't work. There's not a lot of rich drug dealers. There's not a lot of rich stick-up men. All that quick money there is something. You either get killed or you go to jail and everything is gone. You lost everything. And it's the same thing with everything. With life in general, you have to put that work in. But are you putting the work into the right things? Are you putting work into the things that's going to get you into a positive situation? Don't just do it because it's good. Because it looks good. Now they say the grass is always greener on the other side. It's true. The grass is always greener on the other side. Because it's artificial grass. It's artificial. It's greener over there because it's artificial. What you have is what's real. and you got to make it better for yourself. You got to work with what you got. You look on that other side, oh yeah, that looks good over there, but you don't know how it really is over there. A lot of artists get in the game, like I said, they make this money, and then they get strung out on drugs because they didn't know that you have to run 24/7 to get this music going, especially now, how the industry is now. You have to go on tour to make money. The streaming game is whack. 1 million views on YouTube is only $3,000. 1 million. 1 million views on YouTube is only $3,000. How hard you gotta go to get money? So this streaming is not really doing nothing. So artists are not making money. They have to run around. They have to run around to get that tour money. That's where the money comes from. Tour money and merchandise. That's where they get their money from. So how it is now, you have to put in extra work. You got to do a 50 show tour, 50 city tour. You got to run around and get this money here, just to make your million. Nobody's really going platinum on their albums anymore. They going platinum on tour, and that don't count. So you making $1 million, but it ain't come from your album sales. It came from ticket sales. That's a great thing too. Don't get me wrong, but people don't know this when they get in the game, and the ones who do know didn't know how bad it was going to be. You running around 24/7. The only time you get sleep is in your tour bus, if you can afford a tour bus. Y'all all in a 15-passenger van, all tight and everything. You're not getting nowhere. I mean, you just going around tired. You don't get no sleep from one show to the next. It might take you 6-7 hours to get to the next city, or more, even more. Depends on how your tour is set up. So you taking all this time now. The only time you get some sleep is in the car, and really, how comfortable are you? So you're really not getting that good sleep. So you running around, and then after that, you either when you get to the new city, you're doing promo, you're doing pictures, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing that, and then you go on stage. You really didn't have any sleep. So a lot of these people start taking drugs to stay woke. A lot of these people start taking drugs to ease their mind because they're stressed out. And all that, and that too. A lot of them still sell drugs. A lot of them still be in the streets. And that's how a lot of them get caught up. Now you in jail, and you don't even have all that money that you was trying to chase in the first place. So is it good for you? That's the question. Is it good for you? Yes, things might feel good, but is it good for you? We got to start looking at what's good for us. We got to start looking at what's good for us. What's going on, bro? Everything good here, but everything is not good for you. So you got to really look at the long game. You got to look at the future. How is it going to be later on? Right now, like they say, the president is a gift. Yes, it's a gift. It's a gift for you to mold your future. You get the time to mold your future. So every step that you take right now should be looking towards the future, not thinking about right now. Right now is all right, but it's all right. That's all it is. Good morning. So you gotta keep pushing. Everything you do right now should be to make your future better. If it's not, well, it should be for you as well, but definitely for your children if you have them. Everything you do, good morning, Neva. Everything you do should be for your future. You doing things now that you think is good. Even, all of us do it. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say most of us, because everybody don't drink. But for the most part, everybody I know that's close to me drinks. So, you drinking, it might be good right at that time to make you feel good, or whatever the case may be. But in the long run, we all know the effects it can have on your body. You get liver disease, you get all this other stuff, and it's or you could just be that drunk that you don't remember what happened and things happened that shouldn't have happened, and just all these things. I as I got older, I started thinking about these things more, and like, okay, now, I can't afford for me to slip up and do something wrong because I have my family. So everything you're doing, gotta be towards your future. And if you thinking that, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, without looking down the end of the road, it's not gonna go well for you. And I learned the hard way, but I had enough time to pick it up and not fall too far down. So, is it good for you is the question. We all know that. We've been in relationships that we thought was good because it might have felt good physically. It might have felt good uh, mentally sometimes, or this situation was good. We went out all the time. He used to take me out all the time. He used to do this. He used to do that. He used to do that. And then he done bopped you upside your head. It felt good, but is it good for you? And then some people stay in that situation because they like, yo, but he's a good dude. Yeah, he might have hit me a few times, but he's a good dude. That don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. But, the heart is what it is. And sometimes things could change. But if you're in that situation, you should be looking down the road to see if this is going to be good for you and if it's even a possibility. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's a lot of us that been there, done that, either been the doer or the receiver. And you should grow and not allow them things to be within your life anymore. You know what I mean? Don't let them be in your life anymore. You got to be able to take those out of your life. People, things, everything. You got a job that you don't like? Don't stay in. Don't stay in there long. Do what you got to do and get out of it. Do what you got to do and then get out of it, because it may be good far as paying your bills. It may be good paying your rent. You got food, you got clothes, you able to go out, you're able to go on trips and all that. But you work in 16-hour days, 12-hour shifts. That's wear and tear on your body. That's less time you have with your family. It's less time to have with your family. So it's like, okay, yes, I'm making decent money. I'm making good money, but I don't see my family. I don't have time to even eat when I get home. I get home, I got to go to sleep because I got to get back up to do the same 12 hours again. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, it's good for right now, but hopefully with that, you are trying to do something else to make your situation better. It's good, but is it good for you? For you. That's with everything. Are you emotionally sound? Are you is your emotions right? Be at a job and when you come home, you ready to cry every day. You know what I mean? Or you go to work and that's your solitude. That's your best thing. You like to be at work better because your home is not right. All of this stuff is what you gotta think about. You gotta think about all these things. I know people that go to work and then go to the bar right afterwards, try to stay out as long as possible and drink until they almost stupid. So when they go home, they could just go to sleep and don't have to deal with what's happening in their household. And that's crazy. Your home should be your happiness. Your home should be where everything is good. Yeah, it takes up a lot of your time. It takes up a lot of your time now. Yes, it helps make money. It helps, but that time you can never get back. We talked about that in a previous episode. The time you can never get back. That's your most important resource. You cannot get that back. So, if you are working hard, excuse me, to the point where when you're neglecting your family or something like that, I hope that you're using that time and everything to be able to get further on and take care of your family and be with your family more. What's up, nephew? Man, listen, truthfully, none of us want to work. None of us want to work. If we was able to sit home and get a check for nothing and be able to go on vacations and everything like that, it'll be all good. It'll be all good. But, you know what I mean? That's not the case. You need money to do what you got to do, and nobody's really giving it away. Yeah, and like Pony said, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Everything's going to get better if you work towards being better. If you just allow things to go the way it's going, that's how it's going to go. You know how we used to be back in the days. We got the fire hydrant on, and we throw a straw in the water. The straw is not fighting back, so what it do? It goes straight down the gutter, all the way to the drain. We follow it over to the corner. If you allow it to keep going, it's just gonna go. You don't go with the flow. You gotta fight it. You gotta push against that current. We all going through it. We all going through it. You gotta push against the current and get to where you want to be. Y'all know how it is. So it's no time for just going with the flow. Ain't no going with the flow. Salmon swim upstream against the current so they can get to the spawning grounds so they can mate, and then they die. But they got to where they had to go. They kept pushing to get to where they had to go. They didn't stop. They knew what they had to do, and they made it there. And they made it there. So it's like the same thing. It's always going to be something in the way that's trying to stop you from getting to where you got to go. And you just got to keep pushing. Yeah, if you don't want the change, it's not going to happen. Nothing happens without somebody putting in some kind of action. Now, some people do get lucky, or we wouldn't even say lucky, they get a blessing because of something else somebody else did. And just so happens they reap some of the rewards because of somebody else's actions. But the whole thing is that it has to be somebody putting in that action. You can't go with the flow. You gotta push. You gotta keep pushing against whatever is stopping you from getting to where you gotta be at. Because some people are comfortable with being in the house, waiting every 2 weeks to get that food stamps, to get that public assistance check. Some people are really comfortable with just chilling and just receiving it because they good. Because they're good. But is it good for them? How long? What if the government says no more public assistance? What are you going to do? You got to think about the long run. It's not just right now. It's not just right now. You have to look for the long run. What's going to happen down the line? If you just sitting there waiting on a public assistance check every 2 weeks, for food stamps every month, and that's all you're doing, you're not trying to push to do nothing else. If that stops, then what? If that stops, then what? What are you going to do? How are you going to feed your family? What are you going to do? That should have been the question. So you good waiting on food stamps. You good waiting on public assistance. You good. You good waiting on your child support check. You good, right? But what if that stops? With child support, just say, God forbid, your kid's father passed. Who's paying the child support? The government stopped your public assistance. How you paying your rent? How you paying your gas bill, your light bill? Now you and your kids are in the dark and hungry. Because that's what you was dependent on. You was dependent on somebody else to do something for you. Yeah, you was good, but now what? It might be good, but is it good for you? The government put that together as a control mechanism. Okay, I'm giving you this money, but your man can't be there. Because if your man there, you might as well not get this money. So it's one or the other. You want your man or the money? Oh, you need the money. Okay, so your man got to get out. So now you don't have a husband. Your family is broken up. These are all mechanisms to control you. Now you got to come in here, recertify. You got to give me all your information, your whole life story. You got to give me everything. I got to know your cousins and all that. Just for me to give you this $150 a month. You got to come in here and do this. Now, you got to go out there and work too. So why not just get a job? Exactly. It's assistance. Not an income. It's some assistance mean help. Help. If you trying to go up the stairs and somebody hold your hand so you can get up, they helping you. They're assisting you to get up there. But you should keep walking up them damn stairs. But people do it. People sit there and have food stamps and all this public assistance and all that and continue to keep just having kids and hoping that their check get bigger. But don't give a damn about the kid. The kid's sitting in the house with some inactions on that's run to the ground because it was passed down from a cousin. And then you sitting there with red bottoms on, smoking weed and drinking Hennessy off of government money. It's crazy. What's going to happen in the long run? Yeah, you might be good right now. But is it going to be good for you in 5 years? People are dying right now. People are dying right now. Think about it. Government shutdown. They gave people January and February food stamps all at the same time. When you get your income tax check, what you do? A lot of people go out there and get crazy. Oh, they buying this, they buying this. Oh, what you think happened with them food stamps? People was buying lobster and all that. People buying all this big stuff, buying T-bones and all that. Thought they was rich. Especially them people that's getting $500 to $900. They went and bought more expensive stuff instead of racking up and putting something to the side and holding some for when it gets a little rough. They was good with all that money. But now, what today is? Today is the 9th. In about 5 more days, 6 more days, around the 15th when they normally get it, ain't nothing coming. And what are you going to buy? How you going to feed your family? Now you're sending your kids to your mother's house. It's crazy. It's crazy because you sitting out there going crazy now. Now what? That government shutdown hurt a lot of people. It didn't only hurt the government workers. It affected the government recipients too. The people that's waiting for a handout. Now, I'm not talking about the people that actually need it. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that's chilling. They good with what they got. They content with getting $150 cash, $400 food stamps. They good with that. That's what I'm talking about. The people that's not even trying to get out of that. Because the people who need it understand. The people who need it doing what they got to do. They spend all their food stamps on food. They do not cash anything in to get weed. They take care of their kids and they do what they got to do. And then they just suffer down the line for themselves. They might not have nothing for them personally, but their kids are fed. The bills are paid. Them people, I salute y'all. But them other ones that's selling their food stamps, and that's the sad thing. It's stories of people that sold their food stamps when they got them doubled up. They got January and February, and some of them sold some. What are you going to do now? Because we don't even know if March is bringing some more. I know that's right. Come get these kids. For real, though. For real. People by doing all the wrong things. Yeah. Exactly. I'm talking, everything I talk about on here is because I know these people. I'm not throwing no names out there, but you know who you are. Sitting around, just waiting, don't want no job, smoking 30 packs of cigarettes a day, smoking weed, drinking, having kids, and not trying to do nothing with your life. I don't understand how is that even a thing? I hate not having. I hate that. I hate not being able to just say, oh, I'm going to the store right now to get this. Whenever I was in that type of situation, it was one of my worst situations. Times where oodles and noodles and potatoes was for a whole week damn near. Times get rough with people, but you don't stay there. You don't stay there. You try to do something else to get out of that situation. And what happened? We got out of that situation because we not letting that hold us back. We not going to be good with mediocrity. I hate that word. That always get me. But you know what I mean. We not going to do that. We got to get better. We got to do better. We got to keep pushing. And we going to make it work no matter what. Yeah, man, it gets that crazy that you have a job and everything goes out as soon as it comes in. You gotta pay this bill. You gotta pay rent. You gotta do all this. And then you see your friend or your cousin or your aunt or whatever sitting in the house all day. They got snacks. They got everything. They got red bottoms. They got a car. They got all that. They never had a job in their life. They catching public assistance all this time. And you struggling hard. Like, yo, how they got all that off of that? It's not that you hating. You just really curious. Just really curious, like, okay, I'm killing myself 12 hours a day. This person don't leave the house. And they look like they doing better than me. But in the long run, they're not going to be doing better because this assistance ain't going to be forever. You see how they closed the books on Section 8? Oh, people was dying. People was dying. Oh, no, not my Section 8. Oh, I need to get on Section 8. People was in the damn system already going through the process. And stuff was put on hold. Oh, Section 8 is closed. You might have to take this program right here. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to pay this amount of rent, though. You ain't going to get this. So it's always something. You cannot depend on others. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. Yo, I've been in people's houses that I know for a fact that they do not work. And I'm like, yo, this is fly as hell. This is fly as hell. And then you think about your house, you're like, hold up. I'm working and I make decent money. And this person's house that never leave out the house is fly. They got all the best everything. until that Renaissance truck pull up and come take it back. Then what? If you was good just a week ago, it was all good just a week ago. Exactly. It depends on how much you make, how much they're gonna make you pay. So it's not really doing nothing for a lot of people. A lot of people, it's not really, it's helping, but you're still struggling. They only give you enough to survive. They don't give you enough to live. So why would you stay in that situation? Yo, you have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. You have to pay attention to what you're doing, what you're spending, and do better with it. Excuse me. Exactly. You got to do it. You got to do it for yourself. Nobody else is going to do it. And the government, they give you such. So just so you can be good. Just so you can be good. But it don't be good for you. You think about it. It's more aggravating to be on assistance than it is to have a job. Because you got all these regulations that you got to follow in order to keep these benefits. Every year, or I think it's every year or every 6 months, you recertifying. You got to come down here and give all your business. People, they basically, they almost want to know what color underwear you got on. They be all in your business. They be all in your business. It's really crazy how much stuff you got to put out there in order to get this little bit of change. And if you really break it down as an hourly wage, you would make more money having a job at McDonald's than you would doing that. You would have more money. Break it down. You're only getting $100 and something a month. Even if you say 200, 500, okay, we're gonna go up to $400. $400, that's only $100 a week. No, I ain't freeze. I'm just showing you the face. Serious? $100 a week. Why would you stay in that situation? You work at McDonald's, minimum $250 a week. Minimum $250 a week. So why would you stay in something that's only giving you $100 a week? Even if you count the food stamps as the other part of your income, and you getting $700 worth of food stamps. How much is your rent? How much is your light bill? Everybody in the house has a cell phone, so everybody's charging. Oh, you little fancy, so you got cable and internet too. Oh, you got the flat screen. You got this, you got that. All this stuff adds up. That little, just say you was getting $900 in food stamps, $400 in cash. That's only $1,300. What are you paying? How you paying your rent? How you doing all this? How you doing that? Yes, it might be good to help you out, but is it good for you, man? That's not what's up. Exactly. It's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone. You take it, you get that bread. We talked about this in a previous episode too. You take that bread and you start something else until you're able to leave that alone, period. I agree. I agree. It wasn't for us. We just so happened found the loophole to see how we could get on it too. It was to help other people, white people, Jewish people, you know what I mean, to be better off. And right now, if you ever went through the system and actually was on Section 8 housing, any of that, you sitting in there with these Jewish people in the damn waiting area, just you waiting there, they waiting there. You like, hold up, ain't that my landlord? Like, this dude own buildings, but they in here getting food stamps and all type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. Like, isn't that my landlord? Yo, I know this dude. He got houses. How's he in here getting Section 8 and housing and food stamps and all this? The wives are working on getting the food stamps and everything like that. The wives are doing all that. And they own the stuff, so they keeping stuff separate. But if we was to do something like that, we defrauding the system and all that. We doing all this type of stuff. It's crazy. Cause I did security in the housing office downtown Brooklyn. The amount of Jewish people that's coming through there was crazy. I've been in your neighborhoods. Y'all don't live in no slums. It don't look bad in Williamsburg. It don't look bad in Crown Heights. Y'all got it looking kind of good. Y'all got it looking kind of good. Y'all got your own stores. Y'all only spend money with each other. So the bread is just circulating. The bread is just circulating. So it's not like you're doing bad. And then you in here getting Section 8 and all that. You own buildings and stores and all that, and you getting Section 8, and you're getting food stamps, you're getting all of this stuff. And it's crazy. Just because it's good don't mean it's good for you. You take this stuff, like public assistance, and you build off of it. You don't keep it and keep it and keep it. It's not meant for that. It's not meant for that. Yep. They get priorities. They get pulled in first. You sitting there for hours. They just came in and they in there in and out, and you still sitting there. What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. But it's just crazy. So just because it's good for right now, don't mean that you stay in there. That you stay in there and you just keep it going. It's good, but is it good for you? That's the question. Y'all know the situations. That goes with everything. Y'all know the situations. Y'all know how life is. We got to keep pushing, though. We can't just stay stagnant. I can't do it. Even recently, I know I talk about how I'm the only one who drive in my house. So I do a lot of running around for my family. And then, I'm like, okay, now I'm doing all this. When do I have time to do something? Oh, okay, if I'm doing this, I got this slot of time, I got this slot of time, I got this slot of time. In them slots, I'm either learning, pushing something in order to get me further, and doing this podcast. There's always something. You can't stay stagnant. Something got to give. Me, I don't like not doing anything. I got to do something. We all got to do what we have to do. It's all about taking the opportunities that you get and making things better. It's all about building. Everything is another step. You build your foundation. Maybe sometimes that public assistance and everything is your foundation. That might just actually be your foundation. Nothing wrong with that if you really needed it. There's nothing wrong with that. But now you got your foundation. You do what you have to do to start building up them walls. Then you build up the inside. You build up more walls. You build up more floors. And then now you're so far away from that foundation that it's like you never even been there. Oh yeah, I hate people in my business too. That's why I personally just I went through the system. I went through the shelters and all that, trying to get Section 8 at one point. And I got to salute all the women that do it. I have to. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much paperwork. It's too much reading all this paperwork. It's too much of you in my business. It's too much. It's too much. Same reason why I said I will never go to jail again. It's too much. You all up in there for no reason at all. It's like too much. It's like, it's aggravating. It's aggravating. These are things that I just can't deal with. My attitude don't fit with these things. So I can't put myself in that situation ever again. And my family, I can't put them in that situation. Because I know how stressful it is for me to be having some kids up in a shelter right now. That would piss me off so much, man. Somebody got to get robbed. I ain't going to lie. Then I'll be thinking about the instant gratification. It is good right now, but what about the future? It's crazy. But that's how things go, man. It's just, a lot of the system is put together so it could be like that. It's a full circle. It's a full circle. We all are. It's a full circle. And it's up to you to want to get out of that rat race. It's up to you to try not to be part of that. Of course, we all going to be part of the system because that's what it is. But we have to try to find a way to ride the system instead of letting it ride us. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. It's a lot. It's a lot that we got to do. You know what I mean? Okay, don't do that to me. Oh, don't do that to me. Facebook trying to shut me down. I don't know what's going on. Talking about the app stopped. What's going on? So if y'all can still hear me, put them hearts up real quick or something. Put some hearts up. I want to see some love real quick because I think they're trying to shut me down. Oh, I don't see no love. I don't see no hearts. This thing really shut down on me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because I thought it shut down on me. I wasn't seeing no love. I'm like, okay, maybe it shut down on me because it was saying that the app is closed. And I'm like, what's going on? All right. But like I said, we just got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for us to really get to where we want to be at. And we just got to keep pushing. We come from greatness, so it shouldn't be hard, but it's going to be some work. It's going to be some work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's going to be some work. It's going to be some work, period. We got to keep pushing and just not let these things keep us in one spot. I don't even want y'all to be good. Don't be good. Don't be good with, I see you. Good looking for the hearts because I really need, I'm like, where's it at? I thought I was shut down. But we use these things as foundations. Like I said, I don't want y'all to be good. I want y'all to be great. All of us to be great. And in order to do that, we got to keep pushing. We cannot stay in one spot and just take what's given to us and leave that. Again, I keep reverting back to things I've said in previous episodes. They gave us the guts of the pig because they didn't want it. We made chitlins and now they eating it too. They gave us the ends of everything. Every part that they didn't want, they gave to us. And we made something better out of it. Yes, being an adult is hard. But it's harder if you don't do things to make it better. We are all in control of what we do. We all have the minds to decide on what we want to do. So if you want to be whatever it is that you want to be, you have to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. There's so much things out here to make it better for you. It might not, well, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but at least you get to put things in the right areas so you can grow. It's a lot of things that you could do, especially, like I said earlier, we all have a gift. God gave us all gifts. And if we actually work on those gifts and really build off of those, we'll be good. God gave me a good heart. And I noticed that when I talk to people, I help them. So that's what made me want to do this. You know what I mean? I want to help people. So this it works out. Yes, people still eating it. And that's because it became almost a delicacy because we know what we're doing. We come from greatness. We make anything good. Yeah. Exactly. It don't be it's like, okay, some people want things so easy. That's why their foundation is not strong. They want things so easy. That's just like people, oh, I want a place to stay. So they just throw leaves on the ground. They throw a couple twigs up, put it all around. They put a little twigs over a tree, put a blanket over that, and they call it home. That's not how you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? You gotta really build strong. That's not gonna sustain you for a long period of time. This is a temporary situation. And with people with temporary minds make temporary situations for themselves. And they just gotta build off of that. You know what I mean? You need assistance? Okay, now somebody else come in and they help you build that ground to build your house on. Then you got a better situation. But you don't just keep depending on that person to keep building for you, because that's not gonna happen. All right, now. Like I said, being good shouldn't be where you stop. Shouldn't be where you stop. It may be good, but is it good for you? We all been in those relationships. We all been at that job. We all ate those things. It's like me. I was talking about earlier how right now I'm feeling high because I done had 2 cups of coffee and 2 chocolate cake donuts. I know it's not good for me, but it's so good. I know it's not good for me, but it's so good. And we all got to think about that. You know what I mean? Just because it's good don't mean it's good for you. So with that, I salute all of y'all. We come from greatness, so stay great. Black Steel out.